And I want to share with you that it's really lovely how it happened to get today to the magical portal of Romania in the Bucegi Mountains. I had absolutely no plan. At least a few days ago, I was not sure why I'm coming here. And then it happened that I met a very nice couple from our group, and they asked me, "Do you know that you have like a mission? That's why you're going there." Or they asked me, "Are you going to do you have to do something specifically?" And I said, "Well, I have no idea." So today, while I was heading from Bucharest to this part of the country, it just happened that the Arcturians came in, and it was such a wonderful, such a clear connection. And they shared with me that I'm coming here so I can improve my connection with them, so they can come into this transmission. They want to share a certain meditation with you. They are willing to tune you with their frequencies. As well, they want to share some messages and maybe a meditation regarding the current situation now in between Ukraine and Russia. And most probably, they will not go very deep into the political, economical context and so on. But somehow, they are very interested in working with those who are willing to collaborate with them in this case. And the Arcturians say that once human beings agree to start collaborating with them, then they can start acting on our planet and they can start influencing different things. And one of their main focus today was to actually send the high vibrations to those people who are suffering now, to those people who are put in a situation in which they do not really want to be. They also shared with me that it's not so simple to influence the vibration of the whole thing, the vibration of the conflict there, because both parts seem at some level to be willing to go on. So in this case, they cannot go over the free will of other people. But what they say is that there are so many children and there are so many families and hospitals and other people who are greatly influenced by the war. And they said that it's very easily to reach them and to embrace them in their vibration. And they ask us to help them because they need the support of human beings so they can be able to do so. They say that they cannot do anything on earth if this doesn't come from a collaboration with us. They cannot go over our free will. So it's very important for people to join them in their intentions so they can manifest their intentions through them. So this was one of the very important message that they transmitted today. We've also been in quite a long meditation. They have a wonderful vibration. And I've connected with the Arcturian Council of the 9th dimension. And they have such a wonderful vibration. I was writing earlier to Lindsay saying that it's like holding 5 babies in my arms. Such a sweet and calm and peaceful vibration. So I invite you to make yourself comfortable. I will also share with those who join us today for the first time that if you check the chat box, you're going to see that the first message that I shared today is the link for our Telegram group. So if you wish to join us on Telegram, all that you have to do is to install the app on your phone or on your computer. It works very well on the desktop as well. And you can join us and then you can be part of the transmissions. Then you can read the transmission, be aware when I'm going to have further events and share different topics with us. So please, if you feel that you resonate with these transmissions, please join us on Telegram. So I'm going to start with the message that I received today in the morning. And as I told you before, I was in the train, and luckily I had my laptop in front of me. And some of you who really know me, you might know that I am not really the type to really be a lot on to use the laptop and the phone and so on. But this morning it happened that I just had the laptop with me. I had the laptop in front of me. And then they came in and they said, now you'll start writing if you wish to. So I'm very happy that I received this message, and I'm going to read it to you as well. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Before I start reading, I will need someone to be my co-host today. Yes, because I'm not going to see the screen for a while. So if someone wishes to be my co-host, will be very useful to admit other people who wish to join meanwhile.
I'm happy to.
Yeah?
Jenny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Jenny.
Jenny Major, not Jenny's iPhone, because there was a confusion earlier.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank
Got it.
you.
Yeah.
We are the Arcturian Council from the Ninth Dimension. We bring messages of peace and love at a time when humanity needs to raise its vibration fast. We are closer than you might think. We are among you, and also some of the spaceships from Arcturus circle the Earth at this time with the intention of maintaining the good vibration. Another goal is that of eliminating all harmful technologies that lower the vibrational field. We are here and we ask you to come closer to us by listening to our messages and stepping into our vibration so you can stay safe and unplugged from the collective vibe. Humanity as a whole is not ready to see us. And this happens because of the great amount of fear that so many of you have in relation to an extraterrestrial invasion. This fear is rooted in your own history. Therefore, we ask you, dear light worker, to have the courage to keep your heart open, and who know we come with a positive wish toward humanity to look for. When you match your frequency, I take a very short break just to turn off the microphones in the group. Okay, now it's perfect. When you match your frequency with ours, we can easily hear you and read your intentions. When your intention is that of meeting us, we will do our best to appear to you in your dream state or showing ourselves physically to you. Please have trust and embrace a clear intention of meeting us. There is so much collaborative work that can be done between many of you and us for the sake of humanity at this time. Your planet needs your support. The environment is collapsing and the frequency of Earth cannot support human life as it is right now. The Earth needs its freedom back. If not, it will get rid through natural disasters of what harms it. Please take steps into the direction of consuming less, creating a sustainable environment, and sharing useful information regarding the topic. Please do not wait for the change to be implemented by outside forces, but realize that each change starts at the individual level. One person can change the direction of a collective wave when there is awareness and love. It is time to realize that there is no logic into giving your attention to outside circumstances. All that happens is a projection of the inner reality. Bring peace into yourself and you will see peace on earth. We are here and we love to connect with you. The 9-dimensional Arcturian Council, Ashakti and Jonas. So thank you very much for receiving this message, for tuning in with the frequency. And in just a few moments, I'm going to invite them in this transmission. And I invite you all first to take a deep breath in and then to breathe out, to bring your attention in the center of your heart, to feel the energy of the entire group. And this is how the vibration raises at the level of the group. Whenever you bring your attention in the center of your heart, you step into that place of love, that place of silence, and you start radiating that vibration. You are such amazing souls, and we love to be here with you. We love to connect with you. We can feel your energy field, and we are tuning in with you in this very moment. All that we ask you to do is to let go of any kind of troubles of the mind, to feel our presence, to tune with it. Your system knows how to do this automatically. All you have to do is just not to stay in its way. We came here today to share our messages. But the main reason is that we are here to open the gateway between you and us. We love to talk to you. We'd love to connect with you. But at times, because your frequency doesn't match ours, it can become difficult for us to create messages that actually reach you. We know that just by intending to open your heart and to match our own frequency, to tune into our frequency, you can create a deep connection that will support you further into receiving our messages. We are here for a long time. We have sent so many spaceships that go now around your planet. Each and every of you who wishes to connect with them, who is willing to do so, will be able to do so. All you have to do is to think about, to intend to do so. You will step into the vibration of the spaceships just by thinking of them, just by visualize them, or having your own way of doing it. We share this with you for you to be fully aware that even if it looks like the earth goes through difficult times, actually what the earth does is to change its frequency. It does it once and for all. The same thing happens the same thing happens in your own physical body. When you're adjusting the physical body to a higher frequency, the body will will expel whatever doesn't match that frequency. This is what planet Earth does at its time, and mostly humanity. It pulls out whatever cannot match that frequency at any possible level. Therefore, we are here to inform you and to tell you, to share with you, not to go against what you see, what you perceive, but rather to see the current situations, the current stories on your planet as being only the result on the surface of a very long-term conflict. It didn't start a few days ago. It's just the manifestation of the inner conflict that so many of you have carried. It is like it was no space anymore for the conflict to stay inside, and it started to be projected. Therefore, we tell you that there is no reason to go against one part of another, but rather this is the time to join us, to join our frequency, to join our vibration into creating a better reality, a reality which matches the features of the fifth dimension. We remind you that wherever you send your attention, this is where you place yourself. Mostly, whenever you place your attention on a specific timeline that illustrates a specific story, you collaborate with the collective into crystallizing that timeline. What the collective does at this point is to crystallize a timeline for the World War III to start. We encourage you not to go there, not to step into that vibration, not to step on that timeline. It is not what you as a whole, as humanity, actually want to manifest. It is a manifestation coming out of the fear. It's also a manifestation that it's brought up from a very old pattern. We are here at this time to tune those of you who wish to on other timelines that carry very different frequencies. This is the time when humanity separates even more. There is a collective energy, and we invite you to unplug completely from that. There are different groups of light workers who create very different timelines at in this very moment. We are here to support you into tuning in with those timelines and starting to crystallize those. Once more, we remind you that wherever you send your attention, even if you're doing so consciously or not, you're going to create that reality for you. So whenever you're fully aware, you can choose on what timeline you place yourself. For those of you who wish to join us in this transmission, for those of you who are here to really tune with our vibration, you can start doing so by stepping into your own heart, stepping into the vibes of your own heart. By closing your eyes and allowing your attention to go entirely in that place of love and trust. And as you close your eyes now, and you feel you step even deeper into your own vibrational field, for those of you who wish to maintain this connection, we ask you to think, to intend, to form an intention of tuning into our vibration on all the vibratory channels. So you can switch your frequency even after this transmission and keep connecting with us. Through your intention, you agree to receive the frequency, to tune in with it, and to have access to it whenever you wish to. And as you do so, we also ask you, are you willing to collaborate with us on long term? Do you wish to create a stable and clear connection so we can bring more of the highest frequencies manifested through our intentions and your intentions together on earth? And if your answer is yes, And those of you who intend to support humanity at this time, to serve planet Earth, those of you who wish to share healing, to form a healing background for the planet and its humanity. We support you to form up your intentions, to share them with us, and to know that together we can manifest them. We have no power of manifestation on Earth until we collaborate with you. Earth and its humanity has its free will. We cannot interfere with that. So whenever you join us, whenever you tune in with us, and you form your own intentions and you share them with us, then we can manifest them together. The same thing, it happens from our side. Whenever we bring in our intentions and we ask you, do you agree with bringing this intention on Earth? And you say yes, then we can start manifesting in that direction. We ask those of you who recognize themselves as light workers to form those intentions, but as well to listen to ours and to find that balance and that uplifting vibration so we can manifest them together. Today, we are here to ask you especially to give us the permission to intervene upon the vibrational field of the two countries which are today in conflict. Our main goal is to bring peace and a healing background for those who have been caught in this conflict without them being aware. Mostly for the children, for the families, for certain medical units, for all those people who do not have the power to use their physical strength. We ask for your permission and collaboration so we can be able to support them with our frequencies. And if you wish to, please imagine our vibration, our light being sent now through so many portals of Earth, being sent toward the entire energy of the conflict. And mostly our main vibration being sent to those who need our support, who suffer at this time. You can do so by imagining light coming upon the two countries which are in conflict, or just imagine the light embracing those who really call for this support. Imagining the children, the old ones, the newborns, the families, which have been caught in the middle of this conflict, being completely embraced by our vibration, by the light that we are sending now towards them. So they can raise up, so they can stay safe and completely protected by any kind of circumstances in which they find themselves at the moment. We ask you just to close your eyes for as long as you wish to, and to find that intention in your heart and to connect it with our energy field so we can send our vibration towards all those people who need it. We are going to do so as well for the earth, for the planet, as its frequency is as well disrupted at this time. And the same vibration we are sending now towards the countries that border Ukraine, sending our vibration, creating a light sphere around them. Sending as well one light sphere upon each and every country, starting with the countries in Europe, sending now further the light spheres toward all the other countries and regions of Earth. Our energy comes through certain portals. Our intention is to keep these portals open so we can continue to bring the spaceships, to bring different individuals among us as well, and among other supportive groups to bring them closer to you. Therefore, we ask you as well to, if your intentions resonate with us, to form an intention for us to be able to keep these portals completely open and active. For those of you who have a special request of connecting with us at the individual level, for collaborating with us for your own evolution, we ask those of you who are part of this group to form this intention for us to be able to receive it, to read it. For those of you who wish to connect with us, having the goal of the purpose of serving humanity at this time, we ask you now to form this intention so we can receive it. If you have both of them, we ask you then just to allow both of your main purposes to be formed now, to take form in your mind. We remind you that every outside conflict is a reflection of the inner reality. Therefore, for those of you who are who plan to start looking inside, that's the best way of attenuating any kind of conflict. If you wish to really bring peace on your own planet, then be sure first to bring peace in yourself. Let yourself rest for a moment in this vibration with the full intention of tuning in with it. If this resonates with you, please remember that we are always here. We are always available for you. This is an invitation from our side to start manifesting together. Please do not forget to tune in with the spaceships around the planet, mostly with those motherships that interfere by hiring the vibrational field. We love to have this transmission today. And mostly we love to see how many of you wish to create, to collaborate, to create a relationship between you and us. We are extremely grateful for this. You are the ones who create higher timelines. You are the ones who crystallize them. You are the ones who create a very different, a better reality for Earth. We love to connect with you, and we hope to do so again very soon. We thank you. Thank you very much for having been here, for having received this transmission. I hope and I know that it will bring the best for you. If there is someone who has a question for me or for the Pleiadians or for the Arcturians, please bring it up. Yeah, so if you have any question related to what was presented today, any question on how you can connect better with the Arcturian Council.
I have a question.
Hi.
Hi, Octavia. It's nice to see you. I
love to see you.
I think they're really helping me shift my vibration. I had a dream, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, and in the dream I was working on being lucid. I jumped out of the dream and I went way up and I stayed lucid, and I saw all these ships around the earth, and I wondered if someone told me that I asked who they were, and I got from someone else, not from myself, that they were part of the Galactic Federation. But then I wondered if they were Pleiadian or Arcturian ships. Do the Arcturians have anything they could say about that?
So they shared with us, and they shared with me earlier also, that there are many Arcturian ships and motherships entering now through the main portals of Earth.
These looked round. Were they round?
The way
I don't really know what they looked like, but these were round, and I didn't know if that was my own projection of expecting how to see them, and or not. Yeah, then a Pleiadian I kind of waved to me, so I thought they were Pleiadians, but I didn't.
The way I see them is also that I see small spaceships which are round and bigger ones which are round as well. Some of them are gray, some of them seem to be like bluish. I'm referring to the spaceships.
Yeah, they were like grayish bluish, but you know, it was a dream, and it was I was lucid in the dream, but it was not sometimes the colors are distorted in a dream or something.
Well, what they say is just by asking them before you go to sleep to come to you in the dream state so you can manifest together. For those who maybe are not channelers, or you're not feeling comfortable with channeling them directly. For those of you, they say that it's a very good time before you go to sleep to go into the space of your heart and to ask them to come into your dream state. And then you can set other intentions, like seeing the spaceships, connecting with the spaceships, connecting with the main mothership, so you can step into that vibration.
So I have a question that other people might have. So this frequency, I mean, I have channeled the Arcturians and had lifetimes in connection with them, but I'm feeling this energy really shifting things. And can you ask them, like, do our physical bodies go through a lot of anything that would help our physical bodies as we go through this shift really fast, for those of us that can handle it fast?
That's
My
a very
physical
good.
body's been going through a lot of stuff.
That's a very useful question, Lori. Thank you. I was about to bring this up during this meeting. That they shared earlier that our physical body is changing also a lot. For some of us, this might be felt like it might bring a lighter feeling of the body. For some of us, there might be different what we call illnesses. The Arcturians don't call them like this, but we call them diseases or illnesses or so on. They might come up. There might be different features of the body that change at this time. Some of you might feel dehydrated. Some of you might have headaches or higher temperature of the body or so on. They ask us not to go with that tendency of rejecting whatever is not usual for the body.
What about muscle things? Muscle tightening.
Mm-hmm. There can be many types of symptoms. They say that even those diseases that you have experienced previously as a child or later on, they might come back and manifest now because they were not accepted, they were not integrated at that time. So they say that it's very important not to go with that main conditioning, main tendency of the mind of rejecting things that manifest in the body. And instead of that,
surrender.
To observe that as the vibration rises, the body pushes out whatever doesn't match that vibration. And they said that the best way to do it is to observe the pain, to embrace it, to change our perspective and to tell ourselves if pain manifests in the body, then there is something for me to understand and there is something for me to know. They say nothing happens randomly. Whenever you reject your reality, you're pushing away those things that they might open up something else.
Yeah, so, no, I understand surrender is the way to deal with it. But yes, after this thing, I felt so, yeah, right. I mean, I can feel the vibrations going so high, but my body just feels so heavy and tired. It's like so I just guess that's what I just rest a lot, right? That's what I do. But sometimes I have super energy when I go high, and then sometimes I'm just super tired. So it's just accepting it for all of us, what is, right?
They have also shared a lot lately that the body has, that each and every cell in our body has its own intelligence and it's alive. And they say to listen to the body, and if the body says that it needs rest, to allow it to rest. If the body says, I really need to stay in the bed, I cannot go up today, then to really listen to that and to start talking with the body, to start sending it love. Another very useful practice that they have shared with me lately, and it's a very simple one, is to actually rub the palms very well until the hands get very warm, and then to place them on the heart space. And to do so for 10 to 50 minutes per day, so you can activate the heart chakra and invite those old things to transform. So before we are closing this, please remember that I shared the link for the group, because I know that some of you are already leaving the meeting. Please remember that I shared the link for the Telegram group in the chat box. You're going to find it as the first thing that we posted there. So if you wish to join us on the group, please take the link and do so. So yeah, Laura.
Octavia, the link didn't come up in the chat.
Sorry, can you say again?
We can't see the link in the chat. Didn't come up.
It's just the first one, and it's written here that it's for everyone.
Is it?
It's pinned on the top.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
Just on the top. I'm going to share it once more, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So for those who cannot find it, then it will pop up now. Okay, and if there are more questions, please let me know.
I have a question, Octavia.
Hi, Martina.
Yeah.
Martina.
Hi. You know, I mean, I love all of them, you know, the Pleiadians and the Arcturians. I'm just thinking, isn't it better to connect with our families, you know, not to exclude the Arcturians, but I'm happy to connect with them, but maybe, you know, they're not my star family. Maybe I should be connecting with my star family. I don't know who that is, though.
Well, I think for those of you with whom I had individual sessions, it always came up that the first connection is that with your own cosmic family, and probably it will be the easiest to have. So for those of you, of course, who recognize your cosmic family, you feel close to them, please keep up the connection. It will be that main connection that will nourish your thought. But I know also that many of you here have as their main connection the one with the Arcturian Riyadh. Many of you have it with Andromeda. Many of you have it with the Pleiadians. Some of you here have it with the ones from Sirius A, B, and C. It might be that some of you here have other types of connections, but I haven't discovered it yet.
Mm.
So it's always great to stay connected with your own cosmic family.
I don't know who that is really, but I like them.
What happens sometimes is that some cosmic families have a stronger connection with the earth plane than others. For example, it was much simpler for me to connect with the Pleiadians and then to start channeling my own cosmic family. And this is because the Pleiadians are very active right now in our relationship with Earth. The same happens with the Arcturians. I would say that the Arcturians are the most physical ones at this time on Earth. Yeah. So sometimes it might happen for many of you to connect first with the Arcturians or with the Pleiadians and then to ask them through that connection to show you who is your cosmic family and to bring their frequencies as well.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Thank you. Thank you, Martina.
Okay.
Martina, can I say something? I just realized the other day I did this ceremony. I didn't know how I was guided, how I actually did it. I was guided to the ceremony. It was a big thing in the 90s. And then it was in Chaco Canyon. I didn't even know where it is. But then I just recently connected and found out that was like connected with the Naburu. I don't know anything about them. But I had lifetimes as a shaman on the United States, some natives of being connected with the Naburu. Does anybody know anything about the Naburu?
I don't know.
It's a star system, I gather.
Maybe you have, what comes to me now is that you have some identities there.
Yeah.
So enjoy what you're learning from them.
And I don't know if I made this up just now, but I got that the Arcturians are actually going to help us reestablish our molecular structure. And that's part of what's making me tired. I saw it as light, actually.
They say that this happens at the inner level, and many things are rejuvenating and changing their structure to the basic one. And the projection is that the Earth grid, the old grid, is being reactivated.
The old grid?
The old energetical grid is being reactivated.
I was part of a group that we were putting in the fifth dimensional grid. I see that's pretty active, fully active. I do meditations where I bring it up. Everybody feels it, and I put it around the whole earth, go to the center. Anyway, and then bring it up around my body and my light body, and I feel it's fully activated.
So what the Pleiadians have shared is that when we connect with the grid of the earth and we visualize it, and you might find maps online for this, and we visualize it, we activate those energy channels which are dormant inside ourselves.
The fifth dimensional one.
Yes, it's an activation of the energetical system.
Well, I've been doing that. It feels great. Yeah, it just came to me to do it. So I started doing it, and I did it with other people, and they would feel it. So that's molecular too, right?
Well, it influences the molecular side, because it changes the entire structure of the energy field, which affects then the physical body. So thank you.
I have a question, please.
Yes.
I would like to know why the Arcturian, they are now very interested in this, what is happening now in this specific moment and in that specific place, because there has been all the time, I mean, many conflicts going on in other areas of the earth, in Africa, in the Middle East, in Asia, what is happening in many countries, in Afghanistan, there is a lot of darkness. Why there is this interest, specific interest in what happening now? Is it because the timeline, or is it because the two world war happened firstly in Europe?
Well, I would say that there are many reasons, but the main one, as they say, because this was also my first question when I connected in the morning with them and they started the meditation. And then I asked them, why are you so interested in this? And they said, it's really dangerous for the earth. It changes the frequency of the earth. The weapons that are used at the moment have the ability, the capacity to change the frequency of the earth. So they are not so interested to say, even if they are very kind and they wish to help humanity, their first interest is in the earth frequency, not to be affected. Because then they say that when the frequency is affected, then it's very hard for humanity to evolve anyway. So their main goal is to keep Earth protected of receiving the vibration of the weapons and other things that are used right now. This is why they are so interested. They say that the potential of destruction right now has increased very much. They don't say it as bringing, they don't wish to bring any kind of fear, but they are very aware of certain timelines. And what they say and they share first with the light workers is, do not position yourself there. Do not position yourself on that timeline.
Okay, so it means that there are some things that we are not aware of it. I mean, that they are going on that area, but it's better not to think about it.
Well, I'm not sure that if we are aware or not. They just say that the weapons that are being used at this time are much more dangerous than the weapons that were used previously, that anyway affected a lot the frequency of the earth. Another of their requests is to connect with them because they can interact, they can influence the vibrational field only when human beings agree with that. They cannot do any kind of work on Earth if we do not invite them here. We have our free will. Therefore, other species cannot really come here and do different things if someone doesn't agree. So they say, if you want to collaborate with us, if you want us to spread our vibration, please bring us closer because we cannot do it any other way.
So if we as a group did a meditation with them, the Arcturians, and whichever other star families want to join in, to hold the grid of the Earth, like to go down. What I do when I do it is I go to the center of the Earth. Somebody, they must have shown me because I can't always tell. They come in my heart, and then I go around to the new grid, which I remember when I was making it with Michaela Sheldon. We did a whole class, I think 7 sessions on developing the new grid, and then I feel it, and then they integrate it. It's very golden, and then we all work on it together. Would that help? Even if people can't see the geometrics of it.
Yeah, that's a great way of supporting the grid. Now, this is what I was sharing earlier, that by visualizing the planetary grid and connecting with it, it's not only that you support it and you contribute to it being activated, but you're activating those energy channels inside yourself. Most probably, most of you here know that your energy system, your chakras, are being projected into the chakras of Earth. Therefore, the support is for the planet, but the support is for yourself as well.
Wow.
So I will have to go towards the end of the meeting. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you very much for your donations. They support my life on Earth very much. Thank you. Thank you for all the beautiful messages that I received from you. And thank you for having formed this wonderful community. So thank you. I wish you a peaceful time. And for those of you who wish to keep up the connection with the Arcturians, thank you very much for this as well. Thank you for sharing the wonderful vibrations on Earth and for placing yourself on those higher timelines and not sending your attention towards things that you don't want to bring into your reality. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you a great, peaceful evening. Goodbye. And for those who wish